welcome back. Ysdred, you've turned on the lights.
Yes.
Which means we can see your background, but not you.
It's still progress.
Wait, I can do this.
Hmm?
I can do this too.
Wait.
Are we all going for the civil? Yeah, except for Plum here, who has, I mean, all the background black and front white. It's a no matter. Right. So, you four are now in a little bit of a scavenger hunt. You have received from Bavlorna. In exchange for entering unannounced, stealing a heart, not hers. Well, she would consider everything as hers anyways. And the permission to even talk to her, you have been given 3 tasks. One is to basically find what's going on with her pool, which apparently seems to be a bit blocked. The second would be to find a book with her name on it, which is personal to her. Yes, you've already ticked that box. And the last box is a box found with her name on it, apparently containing what she calls crafting supplies.
Yeah, and that's the box that Bullywog Resistance has.
Yes. Right. So, you've taken your leave as she has gone back to her conversation with the with Charm, the Elder Darkling, and you have now basically gone back down the stairs and find yourselves near the pool. Do you need a reminder of the description of the area or not?
I think we should be fine.
Okay.
Maybe just of the pool to be sure that we didn't miss anything.
Okay.
It was alkaline, right?
Yes. So I'll just reread this here. So a recessed pool lined with moldy clay tiles take up most of this large room. Stagnant water fills the depression to a depth about 1 foot. Rising from the pool's center is the head of a stone well that gives off an unpleasant, pungent odor. In the corner of the pool stands a tall, dirty, freestanding mirror in an oval frame. Floating on the water is a large lily pad at the opposite corner. Every available surface outside of the pool is littered with stacks of dirty plates, scraps of food, and old junk. Dressing dummies have been pushed together in one corner, and a wooden staircase spirals up. Well, that's the one that you just took down. And, of course, the 5 closed doors, which you have all explored, I believe. Have you?
Yeah. I think so.
Just not the one. I think not the one to the south, but. But that's just it. Okay. Right. So, friends, what should you do? What will you do?
Well,
What will we do with the crusty old pool?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to clean it.
And I did mention that indeed the while not enough to harm, as in no damage or mechanical whatever, but yes, the pool did feel slightly acidic. I mean, you would. You had Tavaren. You had stepped in and you had felt that sort of tingling sensation about your feet. So.
Wait a minute.
So, do you think we have to do something with the well to fix the pool?
It's a
There's probably
pool.
some.
It's a pool, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Did I have do I have experiences with pool? Because I worked in the Temple of Gaunt on shit like that. We talked that I worked on the sprinkler system of the Thunderstaff mansion also. We discussed about that.
We actually did that, yeah.
And you made it canon, so
I mean, Plum is. I mean, you can't spell plumber without plum.
if I could give you an inspiration point, I would already have given you DM.
I'll say this. All of you make me an investigation check, and I'll give Plum advantage.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, I was gonna use my mage hand to go down at the into the pool and just scrape what's on the bottom and bring it up, because I don't really want to step foot in it right now.
Fair enough.
Oh, surprisingly, I have no clue.
Yeah. Just,
Ysdred is just looking for a block of salt somewhere. That's it.
a block of salt.
Yeah, something that would, you know.
Disinfect
And-
and yeah, treat.
we're doing decently.
Yeah, you are.
Thunderstaff for the win.
Yes, plumbery from Thunderstaff. Yes.
So Plum and Anna, as you're looking, I mean, Plum, you, both of you come to the same conclusion, right? Is that what's going on is that you can see that there's a water level that has sort of where this pool is usually filled up. The water has gone completely stagnant. Anna, maybe with your mage hand, you do come up with some sort of silt. Or sand that's at the bottom. It feels like if you were bathing within the marsh, right, within the lake below.
Yeah.
Except that the water here has gone stagnant, as in it hasn't flowed recently. You also notice, I guess, Plum, as you're looking for, there are sort of openings. It's the pool is made so that it overflows, which would explain the moss that's all over the ground, but it hasn't overflowed in quite some time. And there's maybe about a full. The pool is there's about a foot of water, but there's about a foot missing in this sort of overflowing pool. So you would devise that the central well, which is very similar as remarked previously from the other well springs that you had all over hither, this one seems to be blocked. As there's no water coming from there, or hasn't in some time.
If I would wade in that water, how deep would that be for me?
It's about a foot. I mean, what are you? 3 feet?
I know I'm small.
Yes, you are small. You are perfect for uppies.
Yes, I'm very upable.
Uppable. Yes, you are very uppable.
100 centimeter.
100 centimeters, so just over 3 feet. So this, if you're a meter tall, this would be 30 centimeters. So maybe just underneath your waist. Bless you.
So-
Go on.
The problem with the water would probably be in the well in the center. So, I mean, at that point, Anna's just gonna say screw it and hop in the water and have a look at the well itself.
If you
There
want,
was something about a mirror and a secret, right?
Yes.
If you want, I can summon a more watery friend than the bear.
I mean, if they can go have a look, because none of us can breathe underwater, so
But
if they can go have a look.
The only downside is that I can't look through their eyes. But wait, maybe. Actually, I think there's also a difference. Yes, I could. Hyrex can also be an octopus.
That is true. But you have to resummon him for that?
Yes. Which costs me a wild shape. But that's okay. I'm not using wild shape much
Okay.
other than that.
That is very true.
Can I try something before you can, if you want to turn into your friend into octopus, you can
I mean,
do that.
technically, I could also turn into something more watery.
I just have idea. I can use a bit of magic to make little tremors. Maybe it will shake it a bit loose. Maybe I could try. Maybe.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you going
for
for percussive maintenance?
No.
You
No.
can say yes.
You see Plum pointing a finger, and you see one of his tattoos that he has on his arm starts to glow a little bit as he's going to use thaumaturgy, and he's going to use tremors. For 1 minute, you have little tremors that are in that zone, and to be very specific, because it's you cause harmless tremors
Yeah, okay.
in the ground for 1 minute.
And I'm guessing you're centering this on the pipe?
Yeah.
By the way, please, if you are going to be moving into the pool, please do so. I think Anna, you said you went in.
Yeah, I was looking at the well. I'm gonna get splashed, am I?
Well, it's 30 feet for thaumaturgy, so that's why I'm not.
Oh, and you're not in. Okay. Right. Yeah. So you're looking, Anna. You're looking at the well, right? Plum.
Yeah.
You send those tremors. You can see. Actually, Anna, what's your passive investigation?
Oh, pretty good. Well, 14.
14. Okay, that is actually good. Don't let Pavel give you any standards. So with the 14, you notice the whole thing starts to shake, right? And you can see the ripples of the vibration in the water. By the way, just so you know, going forward, anybody who's actually in the pool, because of the silt, because of the water level, well, no, more the silt than the actual water level, any movement is at difficult terrain, right? So half your movement within the pool.
Both of you to assume that I'm gonna be using my feet to move.
I'm just saying. I know. But I think what you notice is that as you're sort of peering, you can see this sort of shake, and you can see the water jostling inside the top of the tube. What's interesting is that it jostles in a way that makes you think that it's less deep than it really is.
In the well?
In the well.
Okay.
So as you're looking into the well, it seems like it's the water is sort of flush to the surface, right? It sort of jostles a bit, but it seems like some of the water, maybe about 2 or 3 centimeters deeper. There's, it seems to be the water seems to be stop and be stable, while
Interesting.
the top of it is sort of sloshing around.
Can I try to send my mage hand in?
Sure.
I'll dip my mage hand in the water and see if something stops it.
It does not. Your mage hand sort of goes through.
Okay.
Well, Tavaren, I tried. If you want to try something.
You're sorry, this is sort of kind of gloomy. Is that? Are you using any sort of light or something like to sort of peer in?
Not immediately, but I'll... I'll probably use my I'll probably get my torch out, use prestidigitation to light it, and look over into the well. What's happening?
Okay. So the it's looking into a dark water well, right? As in, you can see that sort of further down. What you do notice is that I guess you don't see anything blocking it. As far as the light can illuminate the though there seem to be sort of some particulates sort of in suspension about 10-15 feet below the surface. Sort of there's this maybe you can't. There's sort of an object sort of floating halfway up, sort of in the middle of this tube.
Oh, so someone sent something in there and it blocked the whole thing?
It doesn't look large enough to actually block this 5-foot well, but almost like something
Okay.
It looks like something floating mid-water, right?
Yeah, okay. There's something in there, but I can't make out what it is. Tavaren, you got something to help?
Yes. I'm just double checking. Because the wild shape has changed, of course, in the new version.
Oh, wild. You mean for you?
Yes.
I mean, as in, yes, your wild shape gives you additional hit points rather than just an actual shift into another.
Oh, cool.
No, but I mean, it used to be that a swim speed wild shape was.
Well, it was the one that
later levels, and now it's not a thing anymore. But fly speed is still only from level 8.
Oh, you mean yeah. Yeah, so now you can turn into something. Yes, you can turn into something. There's no limit on.
The limit is that it can have a maximum CR of 1.5.
Okay.
So yes, I should be able to turn into something with a swim speed of CR 1.5.
Okay. So, what do you do?
Don't have that list currently, but there's. What the hell just happened? Oh no. Hold on. I want to turn into something, but my favorites just went completely bonkers. Let someone else go first.
Okay. I'm just asking, what are you guys doing right now? So.
Yeah, I'm going to turn into something, but I have to look up what.
Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna send my mage hand in again and try to grab the thing floating in the well, if I can.
Okay. As it sort of seeps under, there's a moment where, as you're looking through, so you've got your light or torch up, right? You're watching the mage hand sort of deep in, and there's just a moment. Make me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 14.
That's a 14. Okay. Now there's just that moment where it sort of reaches in, pulls. It feels like it doesn't feel like you're pulling something underwater. It's slower. You realize that your mage hand has to put a bit more force to sort of pull the object out.
It's heavy.
It looks heavy, but then if it was heavy, you would sink.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, as you move, and just as it reaches the top, there's a sort of the pop, as in, and you realize that it's a large, sort of fairly large, think Western type belt buckle.
Okay.
With dwarvic runes on it. But the thing is, this is too heavy to float in water. And secondly, there was no reason for your mage hand to struggle that much.
Okay, what is it tied to?
What do you mean it's tied to? It's not tied to anything.
How come? Okay, I'm gonna probably have my mage hand put it somewhere on the side, on dry land.
Yeah, you just throw it. Yeah.
Yeah, and to be able to examine it.
I mean, you can have it in your hand.
Yeah, I prefer not to touch it immediately.
Okay.
You never know with
Okay,
things in
fair enough.
hag wells.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'm just gonna examine it, see what it might be. If
Okay, so move back toward move back to the edge of the well as you sort of pulled out the belt buckle. You're turning around to okay, Tavaren, have you chosen a form yet?
I think I'll go with giant crab.
Giant crab. Okay, let's see if I have got a.
Crab
I should have a crab.
people,
I should have a crab.
crab people,
There we
crab
go.
people.
I have a crab. Oh, no, this is wrong layer. There we go. So, this would be you, Tavaren. What's the hit points and AC?
Hit points is 13, AC is 15, but more importantly, it has blind sight and claws.
Okay, so that's
And it's
15. 13, you say for the AC?
15.
15. Oh, it's the other way around. Okay. 13 and 15. You have the statistics. You can relaunch them. I'm going to.
Yep.
So, Tavaren, I'm going to move you to the side here, but
Yep,
you are.
alright.
There we go. I will actually give you the controlled by Tavaren. There we go. Krabavin. Okay, are we good?
Yes.
Oh, actually, maybe I could do. Nah.
And then Tavaren will get into the well and
You get into
start
the well?
sort of like walking sideways down the.
Okay. So, I'm actually gonna, Tavaren, I'm gonna bump you right now.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna bump your token so that it doesn't distract anyone there. You are still in concentration. Ysdred, Plum, are you happy with your positioning?
Yeah. I'm just on the edge observing and keeping an eye
Okay.
that
I will move a bit here.
Okay. So as Tavaren, so just as Anna sort of pulls up this sort of heavy belt buckle, the giant crab that is Tavaren sort of slinks in, moves in. Tavaren, you sort of dive in, right? Because, you don't have spider climb, so you just dive in. You realize that there's maybe about 10 centimeters of water before you hit something elastic. And I am going to make the first attack as a large translucent tube. It just sort of rushes up. It's like a like just a tube of very clear gelatin just washes up. And we are going to roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
For initiative. Select your token.
Select your token.
Thank you for the reminder.
There we go. But he will ooh, okay. Oh. However,
Oh, wow.
the gelatinous cube is going to get a surprise. Basically, actually no. You are rolling at disadvantage because those are the new rules. So that's
okay.
a 19 for Anna.
Shit, I just had a 25.
It's not going to. I mean, you're still going to. Tavaren, and I'll put you on crab, and turn with crab, and there we go. Okay.
Oh no, I'm at disadvantage. I stay at 5.
Yeah, I agree. The
Yo.
um.
Oh, that's too bad.
Why did you roll?
Oh,
You rolled at advantage, Tavaren.
Sorry. Yes.
No worries. I've got you with the 5. You're good.
Yeah.
Can you put me on 3, please? Because with disadvantage, I'm on 3.
Okay.
Correct is
Wow.
correct.
Right. So
We compete for last position.
Yes, I'm last.
Let's see. Could you, Tavaren? Let's start with a DC 12 Dexterity saving throw, using the crab statistics.
Yes. Dexterity saving throw. That would be +2. I'll just roll a d20 and
Yeah.
that's 2. So 13.
13. Okay. Increase it. Okay. So you basically. I'm still going to do this. Okay. I'm being too generous. As the column sort of flows, you ride the column up, realizing that this gelatinous tube is sort of pushing you up. You take 1 point of acid damage.
Which means I need to roll a
Concentration check, yes.
But they do that with advantage still, so.
That is very
Hey,
very
yo.
fun. And we will start initiative. So let's put in something a bit more. There we go. Anna, you are first to react. Actually, I will ask you as well to make me that DC 12 Dexterity saving throw.
That's an 8.
That is an 8, which means that as it comes up, you find, while Tavaren is riding up top, you were just enough to sort of get engulfed as the gelatinous cube enters your space. That is not going to be fun, because I believe
Nope.
that is 3d6 damage off the bat. So that is 11 acid damage, and you are engulfed. Engulfed creatures cannot breathe, are restrained, and take damage at the beginning of their turn. Sorry, at the cube's turn.
Okay. So I take 11 points of damage.
You take 11 points of damage. This is during the starting event, right? This is not during your turn.
Yeah, of course. And I'm going to Misty Step with a refreshing step.
Okay. As poof, there is just for that moment, one moment where there is a Anna-shaped
Hole.
hole inside the tube. And so I'm guessing you decide to get those hit points back. No,
Yes.
they're temporary hit points, or they
The
actually.
temporary hit points.
Okay,
I have 9 temporary hit points.
that is out of a D10. That's quite refreshing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be sorry, Tavaren. I can't take you with me yet.
You would have not have. Remember, he's 10 feet above the above the ground, so that you wouldn't have been able to touch him anyways.
And they also are not able to speak at the moment.
That is. Wait. No, I.
Can you?
No,
Oh, wait,
Druid-
you can. Yeah, that's.
Druid-
Now you
Stop
can.
now.
Now you can.
Yeah.
New druids can communicate.
New druid who this?
Right. So. Anna, is that your full turn?
So, Misty Step is a bonus action.
Yes.
So, I am going
You can still
to.
cantrip.
Yeah. The thing is, Magic Stone is a bonus action as well, so I can't use a bonus action.
Right, because you need to. At least for the first one, you need to charge.
Yeah. So what I am going to do is actually move to Ysdred, give her a little tap on the shoulder, and guidance.
Ooh, thank you.
Okay.
feel
Does guidance work for attacks? It's
No.
just
An
skill
ability
checks.
check.
Competence.
Yeah, ability check.
Ability, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You're gonna go in there and hit it, and maybe you can have a guidance on your dexterity saving throw or something.
Sure.
That would be
Or
resistance.
ability
then
check.
that,
Yeah, right. Yeah,
doesn't
right.
matter. Okay.
My bad. mean-
Right. So gelatinous cylinder. Is going to. It's going to move this way because it found a big target. There we go. It is going to make a pseudopod attack against.
The bear?
No, it's going. No. It's going to move into the bear.
Ah.
It's going to make an attack on the crab. There we go. That's an 8. Oof. Okay. That's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's 12 acid damage, which I believe with the 1 acid previous brings.
Yep, that brings the crab to 0.
That brings to which means that you reappear.
Yes.
I'm gonna bump you back.
Yeah.
And I will add you just above here. Sorry, Tavaren. You are
And
gone.
I will make another Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, and then you'll make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, bear's still
Yep.
there. And then a dexterity saving throw with a regular ass.
That's a 3. Okay, which means that you are engulfed. Can I have the same
Again?
thing? Can I have the same thing for the bear?
Okay. I need to look up the stat block for that, which is in the spell description because it doesn't have a fucking.
Actually, wait. Normally you're summoned if you double. Oh, I did not create. Oh, that's bad.
No,
of me.
the thing is you can't make make a proper character sheet for them because they have different stats depending on the level that you cast them at.
Yeah, I know, but we can work that out.
But a dexterity saving throw, they have a dexterity of 11, so plus 0, so that's just a flat roll. And
Okay, that's a 7. So both of you are going to take 3d6 acid damage as you are engulfed in the gelatinous cube. That is 12. Oof, I've been rolling really well. That is 12 acid damage to both of you. And both of you are engulfed into the cylinder. And that is going to be its turn. Now, I will say this. Considering that the cylinder has the exact it disappears underwater. It is completely invisible. The part underwater is completely invisible. So it looks like it's just floating there while it's actually walking on the bottom.
And I guess I need to make another Constitution saving throw because of that.
Yes, please.
It's even just if I just click it, it even asks me if it's a concentration check.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, it asks you because it gives you automatic advantage.
Yeah, but I'd been like adding it manually every time, and it's like, oh no, I don't need to anymore.
17. You're good.
17 is good.
Right, that is going to be. I believe both of you had rolled 5, right, for initiative.
Yes. Well, the back comes right up.
Yeah. No, I'm asking for Ysdred and Tavaren. So who of you is acting first?
I have lower dexterity, probably.
I have +2. I have 14 dexterity.
Yeah. You go first.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with a chromatic orb.
Okay. Right. So, go ahead and make your attack.
That is a 24 to touch.
This thing is not difficult to hit. I believe Ysdred that yes, its armor class is your to hit bonus.
Okay. For
You
once.
can't miss.
Well, on a 1 you can.
Yeah.
But go ahead, do the damage.
Not that much.
Not that much. What is this? Oh, you've chosen cold damage.
Yes.
Oh, okay, interesting. -11. As you hit it, the frost. There's that. You realize that there's this just one part that becomes just a little bit more firm, right?
Great.
Anything else?
Can I do something with like a bonus action? Check my action. I don't think so. Nope.
Okay then. Tavaren, it is your turn.
Alright. As a bonus action, I would like to cast my the spirit totem.
Okay.
Wow. I would like to cast a bear totem.
Okay, let me go get it.
So everyone gets 9 temporary HP.
Ooh. Me gusta mucho.
And,
Doesn't change. Yeah, that's perfect. I don't lose any.
and you get advantage on strength checks and saves.
Ooh, nice.
Even
Which is
better.
exactly what you might need right now.
Which is what I was
Yeah.
going for. Yeah, I want to get out of this fucking thing. I'm guessing that's like an athletics check or something.
It is going to be yeah. By the way, how many hit points does your summon? Did you change the hit points on your summoned?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, perfect. So it now has 9 hit points. Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
so this would be.
I guess.
This is going to be not athletics. This is going to be a pure
strength?
pure strength DC 12.
But with advantage at least. So. Okay.
With advantage.
Oh my god. Nope.
No. Oh no.
Burn.
So Tavaren is still stuck. Is that then their turn or?
I mean, you took your bonus action, you took an action to try and get out, and you were restrained. So yeah, that is your full turn.
Okay.
You can now use your summon.
Then my summon will also try to get out.
Okay. Same test.
And then let's see, because then I need to go to the spell again to check what the. Okay, that is a strength of 18, so +4.
So by the way, that is the aura of the totem. You should now be able to see it.
Yeah.
I'm talking mostly to the others as well.
We see an aura, and that's...
Yes.
No. Oh, because it closes the thing again once you click a thing on the...
Okay, you know what? After this, I'll...
So it has a 16 on the...
Okay.
Check.
16. So it does get out.
Alright.
One out.
Technically, it could have used its action to try and push you out.
I guess, but...
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that's its action. It doesn't wait. No, that's it's interesting. You have to like keep. I will. I mean, I have a thing with stats bits,
Okay.
but I will find a better way to manage this, because this is annoying.
No worries.
Like, because if I click on a skill check, then the character sheet of the bear closes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So does it have? Well, that's its action.
But that's its action. Yeah.
It's out. Yeah. So that's it. It's out.
Okay. It can be with anywhere within 5 feet of the cube itself.
I guess.
So where do you place it? There.
Yeah.
Okay, behind the mirror. Right. Okay. Which is not a bad idea, because it's probably going to continue to try and hunt the biggest source of food in the area. Plum, it is your turn.
Just to be sure, my dear Tavaren, are you still in the slime?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just some rules mumbo jumbo that I need to be sure of. To drag someone out of the slime, is that an action, or can you use your movement?
No, that is very much an action. Because there is a check to do so it requires an action.
So I'll come to here, and I'll use an action to use my... I think it's athletics you can use for that, right?
No, this is pure strength.
Then I shall use plum strength to pull you out.
Do you want to rage? I mean,
but I already have advantage. I already have advantage from their totem. Sure. I feel the bear power raging into me.
Okay.
And I'll try to grab my friend.
So the moment you reach in, so just by going in to reach him, you're going to take 3d6 damage.
No problem. For Tavaren, I take any damage.
So you take 9 damage, 9 acid damage.
Thank you for the temporary point. Jesus.
Yep.
Oh
yeah, this cylinder's doing damage.
So just a strength check, right?
Yeah. Difficulty 12. 17. You pull him up.
And I'm gonna put him behind me. That's gonna be my reaction. Like, I'm grab him and I put him and I say, like, stand behind me, my friend.
Okay.
Thank you.
So at the top of the turn, as you pull him out, the cylinder itself has sort of plopped itself outside, and all of a sudden outside the tube, and now there is free water flowing, basically, and And so
You're gonna need uppies.
you're starting to feel that what was at just underneath your waistline, the water is definitely coming up. Not fast, but fast enough where you're going. I am going within the next turn. It'll have grown another 30 centimeters, so another foot.
I'm in danger.
So at the beginning of the next turn, so at the end, basically at the end of your next turn, you will have water up to your waist, to your chest. Anna, you're up.
Anna is going to start throwing stones.
Okay, go ahead.
Does an 18 hit?
Why are you asking me that? You have a +6. You can hit anything here. Oh yeah. So that's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, magical bludgeoning.
Oh, don't worry about it. So as you remind me, what's your ammunition?
Little metal balls probably.
Okay. Yeah. So as you if you had said anything else, sort of organic or whatnot, it would have been magic until the point it hit and then just dissolved. But in this case, you run, and so you're going to be starting to see sort of peppering of these metal sort of studs inside of the inside the cylinder. Right. Is that your? Well, that's your action and bonus, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's my action and bonus action.
Hey, do you have any movement that you wish to?
I mean, I'm good where I'm.
Okay.
Where I am.
Right. So it's going to be the jelly. So the jelly can move 15 feet. And while the thing there is bigger, I do feel that because it has 2 targets, it's going to move towards Tavaren and Plum and basically just try and engulf you. So it's going to move like this. Both Tavaren and Plum, you can make me a dexterity saving throw, please. And the pseudopod is going to go on the summoned. So that's another 9 acid for the bear.
Wait, the bear?
Yes, 9 damage for the bear.
But it's in the bear's in the other direction.
Yeah, I know. It hit the bear and then moved towards you.
Ah, okay.
Or do you want me to hit Hyrax?
That's Hyrax is flying too high up.
Sure. Fair enough. Right. So Plum. Yes. So you are pushed out. So basically, you're pushed 5 feet backward to the side of the creature. So I'm going to move you right here. There we go. And Tavaren, that was a dexterity save. You are once again engulfed.
Can I propose something?
Sure.
And I would like to use my heroic inspiration for that actually, also, if possible, to give something back. Can I use my reaction and my heroic inspiration to actually push to do a Mr. President get down and actually push to take the hit actually for him? So I actually fail voluntarily my
but you give
check.
it to him.
I give it to him.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
And I sacrifice my heroic inspiration for that also to give something back also.
I will considering I like the move, just keep it.
Okay, thank you.
And so you are going to take 3d6. And you are engulfed, and so that is 9 damage again. Bless you.
So while I shoulder Tavern, I say like, "You'll find solution, my friend. Go!" And I push him in away.
Okay. Yes, as you find yourself immediately sort of buoyant inside of this huge tube. That's gonna be the jelly's turn. Ysdred, you're up. And Tavaren right after.
I guess there's no sign of how that thing would
Feel?
how would be the state of that thing.
For now, no.
Alright.
I will tell you when it's bloodied. But right now it is not.
Okay. And it keeps on being hungry.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna go with another chromatic orb.
Okay.
I do directly the damages.
No, roll.
do I
Roll. No, because you always have the possibility of
Yeah.
not 20. So.
Nope.
Well, I mean, 22 is not bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead for damage.
Just average, like.
12. Again, 12 cold.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not bad. Again, you can see that there's yeah, it's firming up.
Great. I would love for it not to be like absorbing anymore. Stone cold, if you
Yeah.
prefer.
Ah, well, you're gonna need a bigger spell than that.
Well, I
but
do
it is
with
possible.
my own means.
I agree. No worries. There's no judgment. I'm just stating facts.
Pew pew.
Yeah.
And that's it. Maybe
Snowball.
I'm gonna
Snowball.
I think I'm gonna just grab Anna and switch places with her. Like, Anna, if you could switch places with me?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Normally
Like,
that's
yep.
a full sort of maneuver. But
You could just
Oh.
step
Or you
in.
could just-
You could
could
just
just-
step
yeah.
over
yeah.
Anna, and Anna doesn't move in that way. You just.
Remember,
something like
that.
you can always pass through an ally's spot. It just takes you 5 feet of movement.
But the goal was just to be in front of her.
Yeah. Ah, don't worry. Even if she was here, I would have been able to glump her. Tavaren, you're up.
So, Plum went a bit further down, and I,
Consider him adjacent. It's not a word.
yeah. So yes, I would like to cast a Wither and Bloom.
Nice. Okay.
So that means that
Let's
it
see.
takes it can take a Constitution saving throw.
That's an 18.
That's enough.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes half of the
That'd be
9
4.
necrotic. Yeah. And then Plum
Yes.
will Plum can spend and roll one of your unspent hit dice.
Hey yo. Wait,
So Plum, you can roll a d12 plus your Constitution's modifier.
and my plus
Yo!
4, that's a 16 that I get back.
So are you up to full?
Yes, I'm up to full.
And then I think for movement, cause can Tavaren climb out of the hole?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna
We'll
take
probably get a-
you're gonna take an attack of opportunity, but
still, like,
yeah, you can climb out. That is a 9 to hit, so
yeah, that's not enough.
no.
And do I have another bonus action that I could do? You know what? Yes, bonus action. I will turn invisible because I'm a whatchamacallit?
Yes, you're a Firbolg.
Firbolg. So I'll turn invisible for a turn so that it will not see me as a tasty target.
Remember, invisibility works on eyes.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Do you want to move further? It'll take you 10. So it will take you 10 feet to make the movement there, but you have another 20 feet if you wish.
Yeah, I could move a bit further.
Okay, where are you moving to?
There.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Actually, no. You've got your summoned now.
Yes, but that's my turn.
Yeah. Okay.
So the bear will come up and take a bite out of the thing. Spell attack.
Actually, you can have Hyrax give him the help action. Before.
But apparently it's not needed.
Yeah, it's not needed. I mean, again, it has an armor class of 6, right?
Yeah.
So. Right. So yeah, do the damage.
Yes. I definitely need to open up that thing, that sheet that I have. 1d8 plus. Just switch up 1d8. So that's
3 damage.
7 damage. 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. As the bear sort of strikes it, the claw. There's a chunk that comes out of it, and you can see that where previously the magic or the damage had sort of. Actually, no. This is the first time it's been struck. But yes, it is. Please consider it bloodied.
Right.
There you go. Actually, Plum, I'm going to move you down so that I can see the hit points on this thing.
Okay.
But you are definitely sort of into the center. Plum, it is your turn.
I would like to rage, please. Because
Okay.
then I become, from small, I become big boy.
Yes.
That's a very polite way to rage.
So, here's the thing. Plum, as you become large, please note that the cube can only hold 1 large creature or up to 4 medium or smaller creatures inside it, which technically means that as you blow up, the cylinder will no longer be able to absorb anything.
Exactly.
So that is definitely a good move to do.
Exactly.
So I'm going to keep you there for token purposes, but you are growing. So now, Plum, all 3 of you see Plum basically grow larger and basically look like. He looks like an action figure in the pristine packaging. Right? He looks basically sort of vacuum sealed in this cylinder.
But I'm still in the slime, right?
You are still very much in the slime.
Okay. I have an idea because I didn't use it yet.
Yeah. Okay.
As some people see one of my tattoos glow, on my other arm,
Yeah.
another tattoo starts to glow golden at the moment. And I'm gonna cast, pinpointed on myself, Fairy Fire. So if the check fails, I'll if I need to throw also, but it gives advantage to everyone else for their attacks also.
I mean, considering yes, that is that's an 8 or a -2. So the cube is fairy fired. And as you are restrained, you automatically fail it.
Yep.
So you are fairy fired.
So yes. And I give a look to everyone. Well, and you know what? The color is gonna be emerald with flecks of gold in it.
Okay.
Oh, cute.
So just because I'm still going to use the pink because that's what we always use for the fairy fire. But
Yeah, of course, but that's the color of the fairy
Okay.
magic. It's emerald with flecks of gold, like mixing around it. And you see in pristine toy shape Plum screaming and raging with a very big smile.
There you go. Let's use that one. Okay, Anna, you're up.
We have a greenish goldish tinted fairy fired cube now.
Yes. Actually, now this cylinder actually looks like some of your dice. You know which ones
Right.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right. I can do either. I'm not gonna use a magic stone again because I'm probably gonna hit Plum more than I'm gonna hit.
I'm raging. I'm raging. I take
No,
half
it's-
damage.
Not on magical bludgeoning.
Wait, I'll say it otherwise. I don't care. Kill it. I'll take the hit. Go for it. Do whatever you want to do. Don't worry about me.
But I've got so much better.
Okay. Let's hear it.
What's the intelligence of a slime?
It's not great.
Yeah, that's what I thought. As a swarm of magical butterflies, escape Anna's hands, as she directs them towards the gelatinous cylinder,
Cylinder. Yeah.
and they surround him and come and affix themselves almost to the cylinder as she casts magical phantasmal force.
Do you not need? Do you not need for it to be of a certain level? Isn't that the one?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It can study the. It can take a study action to examine the phantasm with an intelligence investigation check.
It has an
but,
intelligence of 1. That's a -5. It currently rolled a -2 and a 0 if it had advantage. Believe me, this phantasmal force is not going to do anything. It's not going to. It doesn't even notice that. It takes. Somehow this slime takes psychic damage. I actually do believe that slimes should be immune to
well,
this,
it's actually probably a sensation. More
Fair.
than a phantasmal visual illusion.
By the way, I have to ask, what does it damage? Because I think you have to describe something damaging it.
Yeah.
Or is it just the butterflies poking at it and sort of chipping away at it?
I would say that what it feels, because it doesn't see, but the impression it has is a swarm of creatures actually feeding on its acid and so on its essence and slowly chipping at it.
Okay, yeah, so... Right, which means it's going to be its turn now.
Yeah.
Right, so at the beginning of its turn... if
Tell
I
me, Doc,
remember
how bad is it?
correctly,
On each of your turn, the phantasm deals damage, so it doesn't take damage at the beginning of its turn.
For
no,
the
but it
acid
takes
damage also.
I took the damage. However, now I'm going to be rolling 6d6 for the damage on Plum at the beginning of the cube's turn.
You gotta get out of there, buddy.
66. So that is 22 acid damage.
Even my mother hits me harder than that.
he says, swallowing up more slime. It is going to. So right now, what I'll say is that Anna, maybe you see the fantasy, right? Maybe you see it because you need to sort of
Control
work the
it.
illusion.
Yeah.
Ysdred and Tavaren, the shape doesn't move. First of all, because it's just that, but it seems to ripple, like if it was like tiny pseudopods trying to sort of. It almost looks like that magnetic liquid, if you've ever seen that. So there's sort of spikes coming out, little tendrils, as it tries to defend itself against these butterflies that you do not see. But that's going to be its turn. Yeah, that's going to be its turn. Ysdred.
Yeah. I am kind of annoyed by it, and it's just been bloodied.
It's already very good.
Yeah.
A little bit helps.
I think I'll continue with the chromatic orb.
Okay.
Fine.
Mm-hmm. Damage, please.
Please be good. Not.
That's an 11. Not bad. Yeah, you can see definitely you're, and still a cold damage, huh?
Yes.
Huh, not bad. Yeah, it's definitely taking more damage than, yeah, the damage is starting to be significant, as you can see that inside with the gelling of its inside, you start seeing chunks that are more solid, more dense inside, and some of them almost starting to crackle and sort of crack and dissolve, sort of brittle away from the main body. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Tavaren, let me bump you back into existence.
Yes.
Waiting for my second action. One day.
Well, you need to be a fighting class for that.
Well, I am half.
So it'll take longer than most. Yeah.
Will wait, is this what's bonus action? Yeah. No, wait. So I can wait. What was the deal again with spells? Like I can do a cantrip and a.
So the rule is
Level spell?
one leveled spell only. Then, if you have a cantrip, you can also use that if you have the bonus and.
Oh, it doesn't have like it's not a thing anymore where you can do a.
Yeah.
cantrip.
No. As in, you can cast multiple spells, but only one leveled spell.
Yeah, and one of them needs to be a bonus action.
Of course, because you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I will cast as a full action a Thorn Whip.
Okay. Are you aiming at the cylinder or Plum inside?
I mean, the cylinder. Well,
Okay.
actually, no. Plum inside.
Plum inside. Okay. So you're trying. Are you potentially trying to pull him out? Or is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. What's your AC, Plum?
15.
15. I will say, do you allow yourself to get hit? by this thorn
Of
whip?
course. I said against Tavaren that I trust him to find a solution.
Okay.
He's
so,
restrained, so he has disadvantage, no? Or
anyway, Tavaren. No, it's like even with advantage, Tavaren did not hit him.
Yeah.
But I'll allow the whole. Yeah. So so what does the thorn whip do again? Remind me.
You create a vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command towards a creature in range. Make a melee spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage. If it is large or smaller, you can pull it up to 10 feet closer to you.
Okay, perfect. So Plum, take 2 damage.
Yes. Piercing damage, right?
Yes, but it is a spell.
Yes. So 2 damage.
And you are pulled up to 10 feet, so that will pull you outside of the cube.
And then for my bonus action,
Okay.
healing word on Plum.
Jesus, that's
11.
that's 11 points on Plum.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a big one.
1 below max.
Yeah, nice, very nice.
You see Plum with the very good. You have found solution. I have hammer.
And then that's Tavaren's turn.
Yeah.
And then the bear will just bear.
Yeah. Go for bear.
Oh, come on. Jesus.
I mean, it's that's a 16.
You hit with advantage.
That's a 16.
Fairy fire.
Oh, right. Yes. And
So you said D8 plus 4?
It's actually a D8 plus 6 apparently.
Oh, plus
so
6, okay.
Jesus.
I'll roll
That's
the
a lot of
D8 again. So 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Right. Yeah, there's not much left. Okay, Plum, show us your hammer work.
And I'm gonna smack it with my warhammer, 2-handed. Whoop.
Yeah, that's it.
22.
Go ahead, do the damage.
Whoop.
Okay,
7 bludgeoning
that is
damage.
7 bludgeoning damage. Okay. Yeah, you raise your hammer, it just drops down. By the way, remind me, your hammer is made of what materials?
It's a croquet hammer, so it's probably gonna be croquet mallet, so it's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's broken, it's broken. It's fine.
Well, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. But anyways, it comes down. You smash into it. That's 7 damage. Wait. No, that's. Wait, what did I just do? Doesn't matter. I think it had. Nah, we'll see. Right. You smash into it. There is definitely a. As you crash into it, you can see the ripples of your impact sort of go out into the water. It is not holding its shape very well. You can see that it's not returning to that pristine tube. It is sort of being a bit wobbly, leaving that to Anna. Unless Plum, you've got a bonus action. Oh, by the way, you have a push potentially. With your warhammer.
Yeah, I want to push it away, like in this direction. To give, actually, I want to push it away, like here more or less, to give a shot for Anna, to give like the good angle.
Like here?
Yeah, like to give a very good angle for Anna, so she can do her stuff.
What's the push? Was it 5 feet, 10 feet, 15?
I think it's 10 feet. I'm just
10
gonna
feet.
check.
On an attack.
Yes, 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah, so perfect. You just smack it that way, and it just slides away. Anna.
And I'll roar to Anna. Anna, batter up!
Anna, you're up.
Yep. Well, that's gonna be the 2d8 from Phantasmal Force.
2d8?
Yeah.
Wow.
Warlock. upcast.
Okay, right, indeed. Okay, I'm gonna make this so, just so you know, it has to make an intelligence saving throw. Does it take half on success?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna reread it because if the check if it passes an intelligent investigation check against my spell save DC, which is 14, the target realizes that the phantasm is an illusion and the spell ends.
I wonder how that works with blind sight. Huh. I'll think about that. Nonetheless, it becomes more agitated.
Oh, wait a minute. It's actually a 10-foot square. It's not sticking to the creature.
It does. No. Oh, that's new.
That's new. Yeah, it changed it. So an affected target can even take damage from the illusion. Psychic damage to the. So on each of your turns, such a phantasm can deal 2d8 psychic damage to the target if it's in the phantasm area or within 5 feet of the phantasm. The target perceives the damage as a type of appropriate to the illusion.
Okay.
I'm just gonna display it so that you can reread it if you need to.
Doesn't really matter. It's
still in the area.
It's still it's still adjacent to the area.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that means that technically it's a 10-foot square, but the actual effect is a 20-foot area.
Yeah, technically.
Huh. Anyways, whatever that happens, you see the gelatinous cylinder. So again, it gets more and more agitated as these tendrils move out to the point where it actually breaks itself apart, trying to reach these butterflies that it cannot perceive, that it cannot touch, and just with a -4 on its intelligence save, disappears. As it just breaks apart and sloshes into the water, disappearing. And as the water keeps flowing out, now slowly sort of reshaping, you can see the water is now sort of sloshing at your feet as the water level has joined up. Congratulations on solving your, well, I guess this would be the third task, or at least the second out of 2.
3.
Second out of 3. Oh boy. Right.
I'll turn to Tavaren and say, my friend, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I mean, yes, but I'll be fine.
Okay. Good job. I knew I could trust on you, and I give him a gentle tap because giant form is not like tap. Good job. Before I transform back into mini Plum, I'll do uppy especially.
You wanna? You're not up.
For once, I shall give you uppy. Thank you, my little friend. And then I become small.
And you become small.
Anna's gonna take a little bit of time to prestidigitate herself dry and clean again.
Which is going to be a bit, because you're again, consider now that the rest of the planks, at least the 5 feet around the pool, is just water dripping through the planks. So you're walking in water right now. Well, wet floor.
Bear out of the water.
Bear out of the water. Totem disappears, I'm guessing.
I mean, the totem has
it's just a minute, right?
It's a minute, yeah. And also the bear is an hour, so
yeah, that's what. Yeah,
you get to keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the bear has like we in the meantime of summoning the bear, we have also tried to get a satyr out of a cage and talk to a witch, hag, and
Yeah,
Huh.
you know what? Let's say that we've gone within all in the investigation. Let's say that this marks the end of the summon.
yeah, that's
Is
fair.
that fair? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Okay.
And my fairy magic, fairy fire goes
Yes, of
away
course.
also. So the last glinsters of gold and the other colors go away.
Black and gold.
Damn it.
As the again, there is that rush of water. The use the and it feels cleaner, as much as swamp water or lake water might be. But the question that I would have right now is: do you go directly to Bavlorn and say that her bath is ready, or do you wait and go and claim the third prize? The
She
third task.
she did tell us to come back once all the tasks were accomplished. So I think we're just
That's not exactly. She said, "Do not come back empty-handed."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when you said yes, but what if we already have? She asked, "Do you already have a task?" And you did not answer.
Nope. We can already give her the book and the pool.
Yeah. Wait. That's 2 tasks, so that's reparation for the stealing and the blunder of coming in. I'll go back upstairs. What I suggest is I'll go back upstairs, knock on the door, say, whenever you're ready, your bath is ready, and we just continue on to the last
Well,
task.
Let's also give
Because
her a book then.
the thing is, if we stay here and give her the book now, technically she's gonna know that we had it all along. If we go to the
The slime could have had the book.
yeah.
How about this? We're just coming up on. We're coming up a
Yeah.
little bit on time here. Let's say this. Let's think about what you want to do for the next session. Whether you want to go back up directly or not. As for us, we're gonna stop this right. Folks, we're starting to know how things go around here now. If you're just here for the story, feel free to click on the next episode or wait for the next one. If you want to, we're just gonna debrief after. We're gonna take 30 seconds here at the end of the screen, and then debrief and talk about the episodes past. How's that sounds for the 4 of you? You guys okay? Right.
Yep.
So, like I said, for those watching, first of all, thank you for watching. Secondly, if you only want to follow the story, feel free to stop the video here. If you want to hear our thoughts, please continue just beyond the break. Other than that, well, thank you again, and we'll see you next time. And we're back. So, let's talk about the. We did not do a debrief last time we played. It was a short.
Nope.
So let's
Yeah.
get that one back in. So how was the return after almost a month without playing?
Always fun to be back.
Yes.
Of course, very fun.
It's not been that long for us, but
Yeah. How did you? So let's see. you've basically finished exploring. I think you've got 2 rooms that you have not explored on the second level. How are you liking the plan design, the hut so far?
It's fun.
I feel like we're stalling because we're trying the diplomatic way, but by the end of it, I don't see Bavlorn suggesting a deal that Ysdred would accept to get back what's hers. So...
Oh, I've prepared for that debate, and you are not going to be happy about it.
That's why I trust you about that. So I don't see... Plus, the mission is to free the area. So to negotiate with... I think we're stalling and just enjoying the small quests, but
I want to say something.
yeah.
3 hags.
Yeah.
Remember what happened last time we took on 3 hags without preparation?
Yeah, but they're not together.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
That's
still a
okay,
coven. There's still a functioning coven, even if they're not all together at this point.
Yeah.
Do they not need to be together to be a coven, like to have their coven powers? Like,
Nope. They
No,
need
they need
to
to be a
have the
functioning.
coven.
I had that discussion with a friend.
So we do not have the firepower currently to take them on head first. We do not have the hit points. We do not have the hit power.
yeah, we need like level 5 at least would be a good improvement for.
Before we try to take on one of the hags, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like level
it's-
4. Level 4 is a pain in the ass where you go like, I have some cool stuff, but like the.
And
know.
small reminder that I'm
Yeah.
still level 3.
Oh yes,
Oof. Right.
Yeah.
and like, but yeah, like at level 5, we can, like there's a better spell slots for Tavaren. There's two attacks for Plum. Like it makes a difference. 2
But
attacks for. Well, I'm not sure if. I guess there's a multi-class happening, so I'm not sure if there's 2 attacks happening yet for.
the,
No, for Ysdred,
But-
yeah.
the positive
Yes.
thing is
Go
that
on, go on.
for level 4, we worked very well with the tools that we had also,
Oh, yes.
and that was something you can pat yourself on the shoulder because it
Yeah.
was very well done.
Yeah, let's talk about before we go into Haggicide. I mean, gelatinous cube. Not a.
Cube.
I mean, gelatinous cylinder. I mean, what is this? Okay, they say challenge rating 2, but challenge ratings are overrated. 84 hit points, a lot of damage if it manages to move into your space, which
Yeah.
it did on multiple occasions. No, you guys did good. You guys did really good on that.
Tavaren's clutch healing, my guy. Damn.
Well, the healing came when he pulled you out, right?
Two different healings.
Oh, 2 different healings.
The Wither
Hey.
and Bloom.
The Withering Bloom was
a Wither and Bloom
Yeah.
and a healing words.
Yeah. Which Plum? I see you 36 of 49. That normal?
Yeah, because I got healing again from
No.
From
What
the
I mean
word-
is, I'm
yeah,
pretty
36.
Oh, right, because it was 60. Yeah, the 20 and then yeah. Okay, yeah, we're good. No, This thing hurts. 6d6 acid
Yeah.
damage on creatures of your level is no joke.
I was before I sent the Phantasmal Force. I was actually ready for to warp someone out of the. I've got Vortex
nice.
warp, so I could have warped someone out of the cube if necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are very, very mobile.
Yeah.
You have a lot of ability at your
I've got all the.
I mean, Tavaren with the whip, which was fun.
Yeah.
And also the constant damage from Ysdred was very, very good.
Yeah.
Because you were blasting those chunks off it was very good.
Well, I had only one action. At least I put some good spell on it.
Yeah, it was very well done.
I guessed cold, but it was a total guess.
It has no resistances whatsoever when it comes to elemental damage.
Okay.
Actually, it has no resistances to damage whatsoever.
Not even to acid?
No,
Yeah.
no. Apparently, you
Oh,
can.
interesting.
Oh,
Because I was thinking about absorb elements, and then I was like, no, that's gonna be.
No, I mean it has. It has immunities to blinded, charmed, deafened, exhaustion, frightened, and prone, so you can't do anything to it. But then again, I would like to actually. I'm gonna have a look at the new gelatinous cube because I know that a lot of these monsters have gotten an upgrade.
And I finally used Fairy Fire.
Yes.
Finally. Damn, I was waiting for a good occasion to use it.
that was a good use of it. Like a really nice one.
Yeah, it was fun. Even the enlarge to be like, no, you leave everyone else alone. You're stick with me. Yeah. I did my tanking job.
Yeah, no, you did very well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so the gelatinous cube has gotten an update. It is now indeed immune to acid.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
It's got less hit points, so it's gone
Oh.
from 84 to 63. Oh, and it does a lot less damage.
Oh.
So less hit points and less damage.
Yeah.
CR went down.
No, still CR2.
Okay.
I guess they were. I mean, the fact that on the beginning of its turn, any creature inside it takes 6d6 damage, is okay. If you have total cover, 2d6. Oh, that's interesting. Now, so an engulfed target is suffocating, cannot cast spells with a verbal component, has a restraint condition, takes 3d6 at the start of each of the cube's turn. Yeah, so they dropped the 6d6 to 3d6. So all of the cube's damage now is 3d6. Fair enough. But yeah, the whole suffocating and preventing the yeah. So now gelatinous cubes are basically caster killers, unless you're somebody with Ysdred with silent spell.
Yep.
Yeah, settle spell. Yeah. Cool. How are we feeling about the strategy about the hag? Go back to that conversation. Are you going the conversation route, or are you thinking now just charge in?
Conversation.
Ysdred is gonna let Anna do the diplomacy, but by the end of it, she wants to get what's hers. And she doesn't want to lose half of her to a hag. that is not in her right place.
Hmm.
Because that feels wrong. So I think it's kind of we're in a pinch, somewhat.
No, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see what the hag's conditions are and how we can negotiate. But I think it's gonna be, yeah. I think there might be a way with pushing on her rivalry with her sisters.
Definitely.
I even have
Rivalry.
a proposition
Rivalry, it is.
for, because I'm thinking back to it, for the hammer. Because do you want me to roll a d100? And we
Yeah,
do
let's
like
do,
50
yeah, let's do
50?
that.
Because to keep it fair.
I will say, I mean, I would expect your hammer to be. Well, we'll see. Just roll the d100 and let's see.
73.
73. Yeah, so I think it would be definitely still usable. You know what? I'll have a look. I'll try and see if I can find.
I'll do your thing.
Though, does anybody here have mending?
Nope.
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 It's okay.
Yes.
You do.
Ooh.
Okay. So let's say
See?
there's Plum. Why don't you put a? I'll be mean. Why don't you put -2 damage to to your mallet until a long rest? At that point, Tavaren might be able to restore at least some of it.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Thank you.
That sound good to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. On that note, is there anything else to discuss? Questions? Remarks?
Nope. We have our dates for next month. We've got everything.
Okay.
And I'm actually happy to be going to bed early today too, so
Right.
It's
So-
not early, it's the time.
Yeah, it's the
But
time.
yeah.
It's our new time. We used to be able to play until 1. But then again...
When?
Huh?
When?
Well, on our... Well, when we did our Christmas things. That's what I...
Yeah.
By the way, to the 4 of you, I would recommend you have a, speaking of trio of hags that you went up against, have a look at the a much needed rest, which is basically our Christmas little encounter played by other people, and they did well.
Okay.
They did well. So on that note, yes, on that note, you too, dear observer, dear watcher, dear voyeur, dear subscriber, have a look at that little. By the time this comes out, normally we should have the full 8-episode series. It's only 12 hours long. 13 hours long. Watch it by bit. It's fun. It's fun. We got some great role players there. And it's something that you do not need the visuals for, so just listen in. Right, plug done. Have a look, maybe. This is gonna come out. Yeah, if you haven't already, have a look at the Kickstarter. I think there should still be a link in the description. We, as of taping, we made it above 100k, almost 110k, for Game Master Worlds, for Encounters at a Glance. It's a fun project, and I really need to get writing. I keep saying that. Okay. On that, thank you all. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.